My name is Abby Gomes. I'm going to be introducing the book Hippos Go Berserk for my Section 1 book. It is by Sandra Boynton, and it is a picture book that is super fun and energetic, and let's get right into it. So for a summary of the plot, Hippos Go Berserk is a counting book that also tells a story. It begins with one lonely hippo who calls up two hippo friends to come over. From there, more and more hippos show up to this party. Some arrive with gifts, some arrive in like a car, some bring canoes, and then the numbers just keep growing and growing and growing. At the height of all of this, all the hippos are having an out of control party, or as the title say, going berserk. Eventually, though, all the hippos gradually leave, kind of in the same way they came, where you're counting in. So it's like one hippo calls two friends, which then three come, and then four hippos do this, and five hippos do that. And then as it ends, it kind of like progresses back the same way. So all the hippos leave, the story winds down, and it's the hippo by himself, which kind of brings the book back full circle to where they started. It's a really cool structure the way they have it. It's easy for kids to follow along because it's like 1, this, 2, this, 3, this, 4, this. And then they have this big party once they all get there, and it's a couple pages of just illustration of them partying and having a good time. So that's basically the plot. They all start partying, and then it's all time for them to go home. They talk about them partying through the night, and then eventually they gradually all leave in the same number sequence, but this time going backwards. As for the visuals, I don't have the book on me because this was my book from a while ago, and I'm just now doing my video. So I no longer have it in my possession, but I was refreshing it on YouTube to try and look at some stuff. It's very colorful. I wish I had it to show you. The visuals are really cool, especially the party scenes. There's like 3 pages that you just flip through, and there's no words. It's just the hippos all partying. And it's super fun. And in a classroom, when you're reading that, read aloud with kids, you can kind of show the pictures, and you see the hippos just having fun. And it's a fun book, and you're learning as you're having fun with these hippos. The drawings are simple but very expressive. It's very clear what's going on. It's clear everyone's having a lot of fun, but it's simple drawings, regular cartoon hippos. They're not realistic. They're animated, so that's also kind of more geared towards children. It's obviously normal looking, like regular factual hippos are not as cute as the ones in this book. All the pages have a lot of movement. You like feel the like party and whatever. It's very engaging. I'd assume, especially for younger kids, would be super engaging because it just looks like a lot of fun. Lots of colors and everything like that. It's fun pages. As for genre, I think the Hippos Go Berserk falls into a couple. For starters, it's clearly a picture book. It's designed for younger children. There's only a couple words to it. It's simple text, and you get most of what you're getting from the story through the pictures. Like I said before, it's like they say like 2 hippos called this, but you see everything going on around them by the pictures, not by the words. So I'd say you learn more from the pictures than you do from what the words are telling you. It's also a concept book. It teaches counting. So you're counting from 1 to 10. I want to say 1 to 10, 1 to 12. And then you're going backwards. So you're getting that progression forward, and then you're also seeing it go backwards, because I know a lot of kids can probably count forward, but counting backwards is definitely harder. So there's that. I would also say there's like it's humor. It's funny. The story's very silly. That's also what kind of like makes it good for kids. It rhymes, not rhymes, but it's like very repetitive, so it's easy for kids. It would stick in their memory. Yeah. A direct quote that I chose is "And all the hippos go berserk," just because that's like the climax of the story. That's where you're leading up to, and that's like almost the title, so you could see where it's coming from. The line will definitely be remembered by the kids the most because it is the title, and it's like the main part of the story where it says, "And then all the hippos go berserk," and then you just see them partying for like 3 pages. I like it personally because I think it captures kind of the whole book. It's all the excitement and all the visuals all wrapped into one, or not one page, but a couple pages. But the only words for those pages are "all the hippos go berserk." I also like it because I'm sure at this age they don't know the word berserk. So it's a new vocabulary word and kind of silly and fun, but a new word for them as well. As for some strengths and weaknesses, one big strength is how it blends the learning with fun. If you're just having kids count, I don't think it's as interesting as if you're watching hippos show up to a party and really cool illustrations and interesting, um, like, it's just a more fun way to talk about counting. The rhythm is really catchy, it's easy to follow. I would say this is best for like preschool, very young primary kids, preschool, kindergarten, first grade, working with counting. I actually by first grade, I think they got counting down, but I would say ages 2 to 6 would be the ideal here. I think that honestly, like just to reiterate, the rhythm very much is good for this because it's very repetitive. Kids can catch on, and it kind of teaches you like the repetitiveness of counting, where it's like 1, 2, 3, whatever, and it's like continuous. It is also, the visuals are very clear and funny. It sparks conversation without being too busy, and I think it will keep kids engaged. I would say a potential weakness could be that there's not a huge emotional message or moral like some children books. I feel like you learn a lot like emotionally through books. We talked about like bibliotherapy. This doesn't really give anything towards that. Also, Berserk being a word they probably don't know, might be unfamiliar, could be like they don't really know what's happening, but I also think that could work in the other way also, where it's actually a plus because they're learning some new vocabulary and they're not just learning the word, but they're seeing it being done so they can grasp it a little bit more in their head. I don't think that every book needs to have a huge emotional thing when you're just with kids, like they're just learning counting. For classroom use, I think that it would be really good, like I said, for preschool or kindergarten classroom. One specific idea I had was the Hippo Counting Parade art project. After reading the story, you could assign kids to a different number, 1 through 10. Each child could draw a craft of that number of hippos doing something silly. So, like, for example, if a child was assigned number 2, they could draw some hippos, 2 hippos doing whatever silly act they want to take them into the thing. And then at the end, kind of put everyone's together, and you can see the counting that we saw in the book, but this time we all made it ourselves. So I thought that was kind of fun thing you could do. You could also change it up and it not be hippos. We could choose a different animal, like giraffes, for example, or anything like that, and have the the students each get a number. They make that many hippos, and then we make a parade of everyone's hippos they made, or giraffes, or whatever animal they wanted to do. So in conclusion, I think that this book was very good. I would definitely use it in my classroom. It's just a fun one to talk about counting in like a math unit. And then I think the art project combined and making our own little parade makes it a little more personal and fun for the students. But yeah, thank you.